My name's Lionel T Dean. I describe myself as a product artist that's somewhere between a fine arts practitioner and an industrial designer. My studio, FutureFactories studio, focuses exclusively on 3D printing. I'm also a research academic at University where I'm reader in digital arts. There are many obvious benefits to 3D printing, particularly the freeform fabrication, creating beautiful, intricate shapes. But for me, the biggest advantage is the direct link between the creative idea and the final object. So normally there'd be a lot of translations, so we'd start off with sketch work, we'd go to some maquettes, maybe some card models, then a prototype. Finally we get to the finished item. We're circumventing all those stages and going straight from that creative idea through to the final piece. There's still the development work, but that's controlled by me on screen. In 2014, I had the good fortune to be involved in the Precious project, which was a consortium project involving myself and Cookson, also Birmingham City University, Delcam software company, and FinTech, a finishing company. And the remit was to demonstrate the efficacy of additive manufacturing precious metals to the UK jewellery industry. And we had a 2-year project to create. My job was to create some case study examples looking at customization and the advantages of additive. The Precious project very much overlapped with my studio work. My work centres on customization as an advantage for additive manufacture. And we looked at various different levels of customization. The first level was very much just individualization. So the customer has no control over what they get, but they do get a one-off piece. And that piece would be generated automatically by software. The mid-range version of that was a online interaction with the customer, so they would have some tool sets that they could work with, specify some options for their design. And then we had some more adventurous options which involved some direct interaction between consumer and designer. And one of those was the Collect series. And the idea of Collect was to incorporate some what we call retired jewellery, so some jewellery pieces that you might have tucked away in the back of a drawer somewhere. We would take something that was possibly a little unfashionable but had some sentimental value, and we would turn that into a contemporary piece by essentially growing, if you will, the gold around the piece. So the challenge of incorporating an artifact like the Monopoly piece within a piece of jewellery, first of all, is to get the two geometries to work together. It's quite easy to encapsulate one piece within another, but to do that in a sensitive way, in a delicate way, is the challenge. Then we have the practical challenges of the process. So we have to think about avoiding support structure within the cage of material. And then we have to think about the ability to insert a piece and to effectively hide that piece out of the way of the process and the laser. I think the future of additive manufacture in jewellery making has to go beyond exotic geometries, because challenging geometries, complicated shapes, novel shapes will only stay novel for so long before they become commonplace. But I think the interesting thing about additive manufacture is the new business models that can emerge. I don't see this piece as a mass production run, because that Monopoly piece will not have value to everybody. That's one person's story. But as a principle, I think it is a viable business model. But people would come with their own little memento that they would want incorporating into that geometry, and the designer would sit with some geometry templates that they would apply the most suitable template to a particular size and scale of artifact.